Hey guys, welcome to the most interactive sports show, overtime sports show.
Yeah.
To get it out, it is Friday. I am AV and the homie in the background doing all the dance.
Hey, G-Man, I'm here. It's we're in the studio. We got a guest walking in a hoodie. Hey, Boogie with hoodie. That's actually Uncle Funky from Magic 102.1.
I was say he looked familiar, man. You okay? What's up?
I thought he would come in here and
yeah.
So I was like, who's that coming in here?
So we don't do the hoodies like that. No. I don't be lying. Want everybody to participate, share, like, and comment. It's an interactive sports show. That's what we do. G-Man, we got to show some love to the people behind the scene who make it happen for us. Every Friday, man. Every Friday. We got AV, we got Sandy, Jay Cook, and, of course, Brando. They make it happen for us each and every Friday so we can do what we do and look good off the top. So they are champions just like Sam Houston State.
Man, shout out to Sam Houston State, man. That was woo.
Yeah.
I was thrown for a loop a little bit now because, I guess the timing of the scheduling and with the pandemic. And I was like, man, we still playing football? It's May, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, that first FCS national championship, of course, they had a lightning strike delay. They had to sit out for over an hour, come back, play the game. They actually converted 2 fourth downs on the last drive to score the game-winning touchdown with 16 seconds left. So congratulations, man, to the Sam Houston State Bearcats.
The Bearcats in the building, they clown boys.
Yeah, man, it's a celebration to win. Have you ever won a championship in your life in any particular sport, man? Little league?
In softball. We won the co-ed softball championship. 5 guys, 5 girls on the team, co-ed, yeah. That was our team was called the Barbosos.
The who-ho?
Well, in Spanish, there's a word called baboso, which means it's kind of like a slang for, we call it ball bosos. Like B-A-L, bosos. Yeah.
Bosos.
It's just crazy Mexican talk. That's all it is.
Well, congratulations. Hey, Jason, appreciate you checking in with us. Congratulations on your softball championship. We won basketball championship and I actually coached Little League and won a couple of basketball championships here in H-Town as well. So congratulations again to Sam Houston State. The Houston Dynamo and Dash are about to be sold.
I had talked to Oscar De La Hoya, who is the owner of the Dynamo, or part owner of Dynamo, about 2 years ago. We met at the stadium. He had a meeting with the season ticket holders. And they invited me to come out, and he was excited, man. I remember when I first talked to him on Radio Row at a boxing match in Vegas. He talked about excited about owning the Dynamo. So I know lately the fans have been scarce. I mean, I know the pandemic has been holding a lot of people back. That could be a reason why, but the Houston Dynamo, man, they got faithful fans here, man, and hopefully they'll keep it here.
Yeah, and they're selling everything. The stadium, BBVA Stadium, Dynamo, the Dash, it's everything must go. Ted Siegel is reportedly behind the purchase of the Houston Dynamo and the Dash and the BBVA Stadium. And what got me was, like you said, man, when you look at the games, because we were used to the Dash and the Dynamo winning championships, then all of a sudden they hit this period where they wasn't winning anything. And you start in H-Town, you know how we are. If you start losing in H-Town, what's gonna happen? We're not coming out.
We ain't coming out, man. We gonna watch it on TV or look at the sports scores, and that's it.
Yeah, be like, who played for that team? We'll definitely let it go. But man, we got to get into it. There's a lot going on out here.
Yeah, man. All right, so put it on me, AV.
The Hennessy what?
NBA Minute. On the box, we have the NBA Hennessy talking about all the NBA, everything that's going on with this play-in tournament. I know LeBron James was very adamant about not liking his playoff tournament, but the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, came out today and said he loved it. He thought it was great, and he can't wait to see it again next year. So I guess they're going to keep this NBA play-in tournament going.
Well, I love the battle. When we saw Curry and LeBron go at it, that was a good game for me. Of course, Golden State hadn't had a great season, but to think the fact when you got a couple of superstars, especially like with Stephen Curry, he's still balling out in spite of the team that he has. It gives them a chance to play in to the playoffs. I think it's been like over 9 million people have been definitely viewing this. And I kind of like this play-in NBA bracket that they came up with. I think it's something that we should keep because Russell Westbrook and the Wizards were able to get in to the playoffs.
They were like 17 and 35 at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like way back. And then me and JQ the Pimp were talking on the air today. We couldn't figure out how Indiana won their first game and lost to Washington. Washington lost their first game, but Washington still made it, and Indiana didn't make it. So I was confused on how the whole seeding works.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, you think about it, it was kind of like the tournament play. We used to play tournament ball back in the days. If you were in the winner bracket compared to the losing bracket, if you lost the game in the winner's bracket, you went over to the loser's bracket. And if you won in that, you were able to come back into the winner's bracket. So I just kind of like how they have this whole thing set up that, hey, you could come in as the 8th seed and end up winning this whole thing. Think about the Rockets on our second championship. We were like the 6th seed even before there was a play-in game, but we were the 6th seed at that time, and we won the championship against Orlando. So I'm with it.
How crazy is it going to be if one of these playing teams, I mean, the percentages are real low, but if one of these playing teams go on to win a championship, how do they wouldn't have even been in the playoffs if it wasn't for this playing tournament, you know?
I'm with it. I'm thinking about a couple of games that we got going tomorrow. You know, you think about you got the Heat with the Bucks. Milwaukee is rolling. Our boy is down there playing with Milwaukee. You got the Celtics against the Nets. Dallas, who I thought had a subpar season, who's been okay. They're playing the Clippers. Portland against Denver. You know, that'll be a nice little battle. The Wizards against the 76ers and the Lakers and the Suns. I mean, a lot of great games.
We got one more playing game tonight, right?
Tonight, yeah. We got a game between the Warriors and Memphis. Of course, the Warriors lost to the Lakers. Now they're going to play the Grizzlies. So who you got? Stephen Curry, you think he can get him in?
Oh, yeah, I'm going with Steph on this one, and they got to go to Utah and play Utah. So that's going to be a tough task. You know what? It's interesting, man. I mean, I've been catching up on some of the games. I still don't understand how Indiana won one, lost one, and got knocked out.
Yeah,
that was kind of weird.
In, baby. You got to play to win. And, you know, if there's going to be an upset, I think in the playoffs, I actually think it could happen in that first round game. If the Warriors beat Memphis and play Utah, I actually think that the Warriors could upset the Jazz. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, if Curry gets on that roll again, man, I know Derek Gaines, a big Dallas fan. He lives in Houston. He loves the Cowboys, loves the Mavericks. Yeah. I actually think the Mavericks have a shot against the Clippers. I really like the Mavericks' chance. I mean, the Clippers are obviously they're supposed to win the dang thing, but I can see Dallas winning, pulling that upset. You don't see that?
Nah, I just can't see it. I mean,
I'm winning at least 2 or 3 games out of that, making it a 7-game series, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that could happen, but I just don't see that. And that's just probably a personal thing for me. I just have to keep my personal feelings out of the way when it comes to Dallas because I don't like see anything. Yeah, I don't like Dallas either. Yeah. Yeah, it's always, I'm sorry, Old Time Sports Show family. It's always just hard for me to see anything happening with that. You know, you think about it. Are LeBron and Curry today's Magic and Bird back in the days? I think they could be. I don't know if they compare to that because that was some epic battles back in the days.
And not only that, but that was some physicality going on back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays you can't barely touch somebody and get a foul call. You can't even look at the ref and go, what? And get a T. Yeah. They're throwing fisticuffs, throwing balls at each other. Oh, it's going crazy.
And remember, that was going back to the college days because, they had a college battle going on between Bird and Magic that spilled over, of course, with the Lakers and the Celtics. Yeah. And both of them 6'9". I mean, Curry is every bit of probably 6'3", maybe? Yeah, 6'3", and LeBron is 6'9", and he feel like he playing defensive end for the Lakers. So I don't know. I don't think I can compare it to Magic and Bird back in the days. I think it does stand on its own. It's a good epic battle, but I can't put it to. I'd like to know what y'all feel about that. Do you compare it? LeBron and Curry, are they today's Magic and Bird? Be sure to comment and share your comments on it. We got a shout out to Curry too. He earned a scoring title for the second time at 33 years old, man.
Yeah, and then of course he's also been announced as a finalist for the MVP.
Yeah,
I was kind of thinking, I know LeBron missed a lot of games, but for a minute there, LeBron was in the MVP talk the way he was playing the first few months of the season. He was. I mean, he was actually playing better at his age now than he was playing, back then. But you look at these 3 guys right here, man. Steph Curry obviously is a name everybody knows. two before. But man, Embiid is playing lights out, and so is Jokic. I don't even know how to say it. He did call him the Joker. I just know he's
Joker.
Bad boy.
Yeah, I mean, Embiid has been having to me, he's been definitely having an MVP season. But I mean, like the constituents have said, a lot of people have said they expect Jokic to get the MVP, and I can't deny. You know, his team Denver, they've been playing real good. He's been a very focal point of that team on this year. But I like Joel Embiid. That's just me.
I will tell you why I think Jokic could win it. A comedian a couple of years ago, Guy Torrey, came in the studio and we asked him about how Giannis beat Harden for the MVP. He said it was simple. Giannis is from another country. They want to bring that whole other side of the country and focus on the NBA. If he gets the MVP, then that's going to open eyes up. I mean, I kind of laughed when he said that, and I started thinking, man, could that be true?
Yeah.
You know?
We're in the National League, though. It's an international league, so I wouldn't be surprised. I just personally, for me, you know, I like Joel Embiid, but I know he probably won't win it this year because if Jokic win it, he's another big man. Because, you know, big men, big centers, that is, have not been winning MVPs for years now because the league became more of a shooting league than it did down in the post when we had Akeem Olajuwon and Tim Duncan and, of course, all of the big men shared Shaq back in the day. So things have totally changed. Got to give a shout out to the nominees for the Rookie of the Year, which are LaMelo Ball and, of course, Anthony Edwards of Minnesota and Tyrese Halliburton of Sacramento. I really like Ball. Ball has been balling this year. And if he wins that Rookie of the Year, you know his daddy is going to go crazy.
Oh, Lord. And also his brother is a free agent. So he's thinking about going back to the Pelicans. He wants to play with Zion again. So, we'll see what Lonzo does. But, I think Melo has a shot at winning that, man. That was the NBA minute. You can catch, of course, on the radio. Every day we talk the NBA with a G and a Pimp. And, of course, Hennessy never stop, never settle, baby. Yeah,
and I want to get into something about, we know we had the NBA Hall of Fame class that went in, and Kobe, man, great speech from his wife and, of course, from the legend Michael Jordan. Well, they announced the new class for 2021 that's going to be inducted in September. And we've got Paul Pierce, Chris Bosh, Chris Webber, you know, and this, as we've discussed, it encompasses not only their college years, but also their NBA years, because we know Chris Webber didn't have a long career in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm good with Paul Pierce. The truth. I'm good with that. Bosh.
What about Bosh? Come on now.
I mean, you know, he was all right. I mean, I don't know if he was a Hall of Fame player. I think he was a good, nice player. I don't know if he was Hall of Fame, but nowadays, shoot, you just win a couple championships and you in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and what do you think about Ben Wallace with the Pistons?
Man? He was a devastating rebounder force on the defensive end. I just don't think his stats were up there, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know.
And I think it's just individual. I mean, you know, he may have gone in for his ability to be able to rebound, give you some double games playing with the Pistons. So, you know, I'm pretty good with this class. And like we said, going from Chris Webber days at Michigan all the way through the few years that he did have in the league, I think it kind of all adds up to that. So, and your Houston Rockets, man. Houston Rockets finished. Well, we finished.
You said you wanted to finish last. You got your wish.
Sir.
You got your wish.
Yes, it was like winning the championship for me with the Rockets going out in style, and hopefully we got a 10% chance. They said of getting the first round pick. Hopefully we're able to get the first round pick, and I've already said from Oklahoma State I want Caden Cunningham to come. But what's next for the Rockets, man? Do you think that this is going to be a couple of years of a rebuilding process?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, unless you I don't think any veterans are going to want to come down here. I'm talking about like some all-star caliber veterans who want to come to H-Town and be a part of a building process. I just can't see that happening, man. But we got a good young core team. Wall, you know, he's getting in age, but he's still balling. I mean, I don't know. I can't see us being a contender for at least another 2 or 3 years, at least.
Yeah. And Wall says, like you said, Wall says he want to stick around. GM Raphael Stone said this past week that they're going to take their time with this. They're not trying to spend a lot of money, but they're trying to bring in the right player to fit this young nucleus that we have with all these draft picks that we have, kind of build the team back up again. And I'm cool with it. A couple of years, let's build it the right way so that we can have years of consistency like a Golden State, like LeBron when he was in Cleveland and Miami and even in LA, like Jason says, because I can tell Jason Fitch is probably a LeBron fan because, where LeBron goes, a lot of people follow. So we want to be able to build a team that's going to last over a while. So I'm hoping.
I just can't get over the Rockets this close to winning another championship. You missed 27 3-pointers in a row and you lose by 8 points to the Warriors in Game 7. We would have beat the brakes off the Cavaliers that year. I know we would have. So that to me, I'll get over that, and I just
we got to do it. Hey, shout out to Derek Gaines. Derek says Ben Wallace is definitely a Hall of Famer. I agree with you, Derek. That is. Listen, I'm trying to put on my gloves like
OJ.
Like no.
Like Dusty Baker.
Like Dusty Baker. There you go. Don't do me. Don't OJ me.
I thought you OJ.
You see, Dusty is protected. Yeah,
Dusty Baker since last year has worn a mask and gloves and is obviously his wristbands he loves to wear, but he has been laced down since day one. I know he's 70-something years old, but he wants the fans to be safe. I don't think, I don't blame him though. But if you get a COVID shot, I'm fully vaccinated, but there's a lot of people who aren't.
Are you excited? Ready to go back into the stadiums? Because think about it, majority of the stadiums, Major League Baseball, the NFL, we've already heard here. NRG, they want to open it up full capacity. Our baseball, you saw. Just last weekend, the stadium was almost full. But Dusty wants everybody to kind of, continue to practice safety, stay safe, mask up. As you said, if you're not vaccinated, I would mask up anyway, because COVID is still here. It has not disappeared.
Jerry Jones tried to get me a couple weeks ago. He had 73,000 people in that boxing Canelo. But I was looking around like, I have my mask on the whole time. I was like, Jerry Jones trying to get me.
Yeah. Got a man. Listen, I'm gonna pull the Dusty wherever I go. If I go to a stadium, I'm pulling the Dusty. I'm taking my gloves and my mask with me, and I'm gonna be right there protecting myself. We got to give it up for our Astros too. They're in first place. They beat the A's yesterday. We're back in first.
First time since the beginning of April they've been in first place, man. So they're whooping on the Oakland A's. They still ain't played Rat Boy Fires yet against us. I don't know.
He won't play.
He won't play them. We still got a lot more game with them, but winning 2 out of 3 in Oakland, I'll take it.
I feel good about this team, and the reason I say that is because, you think about Altuve, you think about Correa. I like the fact that the Bregman, our team, the way that we hit, the way that we're playing defense. I am so excited, Carlton, about these Astros. Our pitching staff is holding up. The bullpen needs a little work in the middle rounds, but I'm excited about this team, and I think if we continue to produce and score like we're going to do, we're going to surprise some people this year.
Oh, no, yeah, I think so, too. I think, the whole cheating scandal, I think people, they're kind of looking at us in a weird way, thinking, we all cheated to win the championship, but they don't understand we didn't have to do that to win a championship. We had the team. We still got the same team. I know we only have 4 or 5 players from that 17 team, but we still got a great team. I think they're gonna whoop the Rangers again this weekend like they did last weekend, and
it's tough.
They're on. If you watch the TV telecast, bro, you can hear the jeers and the boos and the heckling that's going. And I know they kind of drown it out on our station, but you can definitely hear it. And I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, man.
Yeah, we play with a chip. I mean, think about it. Maldonado is producing. Tucker. He's producing. Michael Brantley, of course. Yuli Guerrero, he's producing. I mean, everybody is producing for this team from top to bottom. We're getting the production we need. And it's a long season, like we said, and I'm just expecting us to do some great things.
I will be in Midway Park this week coming up. I will be there. I haven't been there in 2 years. I will be there this week coming up. Yeah, I'll be at one of the games.
You need my glove?
No, I'm fully vaccinated, baby. I'm in. I'm fully vaccinated.
Oh, excuse me.
I got my second shot, so I'm good, baby. I'm on the loose with no juice.
Yeah, well, you got juice in you. I'll leave that alone. Your boy is back. I know you were a big fan of the Florida Gators, so I know you're excited that Tim Tebow is back in the league with his former Florida Gators coach, Urban Myers. Tim is back, baby.
People thinking that, it's a publicity stunt. Tebow can ball, man. He's a real player, man. I liked him as a quarterback. He just had that sidearm throw, which he couldn't get past. He tried to do a different way. He's a big body. He tried baseball. I think his size, he could be a legitimate tight end, but they got like 6 tight ends on the roster right now. So
yeah, man.
I don't even know.
But listen, Urban Meyer threw him a bone, man. That was his college coach. He threw him a bone. He brought it back. Yeah, I mean, you should do that. Tim Tebow brought him a national championship with Florida, and I'm not mad at the fact that your college coach would give you an opportunity after playing baseball for 5 years. I just want Tim Tebow, because he's a praying man, to stay prayed up.
Oh, yeah.
And stay covered before he go out in that field, because after 5 years of hiatus, it could be detrimental to him.
Did he ever get married, by the way? Remember, he said he was holding on sex till he got married. He's already like 38 years old. I don't even know how old he is, but
is that
he ain't the best one, so I don't know what happened.
Is that a Derek? I don't know. I don't know what G-Man pulled that one from, Derek, but he
said he was gonna be a virgin till he got married. He's 30-something years old. He ain't plus one yet. I don't know. He's about to explode.
Well, hey, hopefully he got enough energy and he got enough built-up pressure that he can get out and make the Jacksonville Jaguars team better, because they got the number 1 draft pick quarterback, but I don't think Jacksonville's going to do a whole lot this season. Well, who knows? With Tim prayers and all that built-up energy Tim has on the inside.
He got a lot of built-up energy, boy. God dang, Tim Tebow.
It's time for us to roll up, but before we go, he's back. You finally saw a Deshaun Watson spotting. He took to social media to break his social media silence to show everybody that Deshaun is in good shape and he's ready to sit out this upcoming season.
Yeah, I mean, I went to his Instagram and Twitter. I'm like, I don't see nothing, but then it was on his story. That's where he posted on his story. I'm like, okay, well, at least, he's breaking his silence. He's still working out. I still hope and I believe he's going to play for the Texans this year coming up. I still hope and believe, man.
You hope, yeah. That's a lot of hoping and believing. I think he's gone. Now, do I want him to be gone? No. But I think that, he's been proclaiming his innocence ever since this started. This is the first time we heard from him since he said that he was going to, stand up for what he feels is right. He feel he was being unjustified, but he's showing you that he's working out. He's back on the field. I think, as the league has been doing its investigation, I don't know if they're going to suspend him. I hope not. I don't know if they're going to settle out. That remains to be seen. It could happen. But I don't think that he's going to be a part of the Houston Texans team. And I think his mentality is he's still expecting to get traded. My thing, G-Man, is I just don't want, because we are past the draft, for us to make a foolish decision of trading him right now, because I don't think we can get the value that we can get for Deshaun Watson.
I mean, we waited so long, man, for a franchise quarterback, and then for this to go up in flame the way it's going, man. I'm hoping that we got a big enough fire extinguisher to put out the flame and bring that boy back, because man, he's our quarterback, he's our leader, man. So innocent till proven guilty. That's why I look at it, man. So hopefully he can do that. Before we get out of here, though, I got to talk boxing, man. Just announced.
Yeah, man.
Fury is going to fight Deontay Wilder for the 3rd time. The judge ruled that Wilder has to get the next shot of Tyson Fury instead of Joshua. So they're looking at July 24th, they're thinking, in Vegas. So that'd be a good one.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Now, you think we'll get another Legends battle anytime soon? I really kind of like seeing Mike Tyson being out of breath, man. That was good.
It's on the table right now. Oscar De La Hoya to fight GSP, George St. Pierre, but they need the UFC to release him from his contract to fight. And, Dana White, which runs the UFC, he can't stand De La Hoya. So they have offered $1 million to Dana White's charity if he lets GSP fight De La Hoya on July 3rd.
Well, I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to put out a PSA from the Overtime Sports Show to the legend, George Foreman. I want Fifth Ward, all of the residents of Fifth Ward, to send a letter to George and tell him to put that grill aside, that Foreman grill, put it down, get back in the ring one more time. And I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see Foreman and Tyson go in.
Nah, I want to see Holyfield and Foreman. I mean, Holyfield and Tyson. That's who I want to see.
That ain't gonna happen, man. They can't stop taking a bite out of each other.
Yeah,
but
Lord.
we can get Foreman can do it. Foreman and Tyson, man. I'd like to see that.
Hey,
Put the grill on the line, man.
And by the way, Jake Paul, which is he just signed with Showtime. So Showtime is going to promote him. He's leaving Triller. He's going big time with Showtime. So we'll see what that goes.
Interesting. Man, listen. Derek said it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I know it's not gonna happen, Derek. They're not gonna do it. But I would like to see it. Listen, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Time on the Wall says that's all. We got to go. G-Man, let them know how they can keep up with you, homie.
I'm on everything. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Tinder, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans, all that. G-Man 979. All
right, follow your boy AV, Faith and Fame with AV, of course, Magic 102.1. You can hear me 5 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. And then, of course, on Saturday from 4 to 8, Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We appreciate you guys, as always, joining us every Friday at 6 p.m. for the most interactive sports show. As G-Man, I don't know what dance is this week. You like you're roping something. What is that? Oh,
damn.
He been hanging around Jake Paul, y'all.
You got to
what?
You got to press one time. Pop.
We know where he going tonight. Hey, take Tim Tebow with you. Peace, y'all.